Hello, so I feel really good right now because I finished second episode of Imaginary Film School last night, and also because my avocado is finally ripe, so I can eat it for breakfast. So basically, I just wanted to wrap up how all this went, and what I learned from this experience. So let's just go through it. Okay, so first it starts. I mean, last time I had this nice intro here, but this time, I mean, I decided to skip it altogether because, like, later it gets enough stuff, so it's just black screen. And so this kind of continues the next day after events here. So here it ended like this guy and it had this voice, right? So ideally, I should have just copied this voice here. I mean, like a flashback kind of stuff, because he talks here with like demon, demon voice, right? But here, like, um, I mean, first it's like a salt. It's from a supernatural kind of reference, because like, oh, we don't know what kind of entity this guy is, so and it just steps over it, so it does not fear the salt. And then it has a chipmunk voice, so I spent a lot of time to find a way to make a chipmunk voice. And my mistake was that I was trying to find something like online, and what I should have done, it was just like an app, and it was like voice changer app. So yeah, it's really good app and it just sends to your Mac because you have this AirDrop and oh, it's a different one. Yeah, anyway, like one of these kind of apps I have on my phone. And so I used it for Chipmunk voice because when you are a girl, a woman, like your voice is different and I think it's harder to make like chipmunk voice from woman voice. I mean, because I didn't want to sound him to sound like a woman chipmunk, okay? It was like a male chipmunk. So that was hard, but with this app it was fine. And so he has this chipmunk voice. And she got confused because last night he had this demon voice, right? Now the thing is that I should have put a flashback here or something so that audience gets reminded, because I asked my friend to watch it and she was kind enough to watch it. And so I mean, she missed why she asked what's with your voice here. I mean, she's asking because of his demon voice. Anyway, she puts this back and she goes to the church to get the holy water. Okay, so I was very uncomfortable to make this. I think it was Easter day and like lots of cars and stuff, and what I'm doing in front of church. And I mean, there were people in church, and so I don't have enough footage here, I think. So I just edited what I got, and it's not really nice. It was not really enough. It happens really fast. So then she comes back, and you see the same bottle, so it's meant to be holy water here. And this is again the supernatural reference. So, okay, so even holy water does not affect the guy. And here, I mean, yes, I think you should start editing with music right away, because sometimes it's like really nice coincidence when you just have these moments in music same time when something changes, but sometimes not. So It's nice to have the music ready right away when you start editing. So then it goes on, and I mean, I think like I'm missing reaction shots like from this girl. Okay, like because like when he says something, then it should be a reaction from her, like what or something like that. So I'm missing this footage. And what's next? Okay, let's just watch it because I forgot. Yeah, these captions. I added captions because it's hard to understand what he says. And yeah, I mean, these transitions are not smooth because here he's like in the end of the frame, and then next frame he just jumps here, so it should be from the right here. Okay, so it would be better continuity. And here it's not a smooth transition again because her eyes are in the ceiling. And it would be better if her eyes were on sequel first and then she moves her eyes up, because then it would be like nicer transition. And um it's like, yeah. So yeah, I found that actually you can use the same frames over and over again when he's talking, but it's again not really smooth. And instead of jumping, for example, if he's looking in camera and just jumping from one place to another, it's better to just turn him. Okay, so that's another thing that I understood, that it's more natural if he just turns his body and his like everything, instead of just jumping. So I kind of cut the frames when he was just jumping and just made sure that it's just turning. Okay, so here, I mean, during all this magic event, there is no reaction shot from her again, and this is also something that I should have done. Okay, so and here is a funny thing because I had this five stuff here, but I didn't know how to like what to do with them. I knew that I know I want them to glow, but I didn't know what to like. I don't know how to handle like. Um, I mean, then I realized that this stuff is 5 items, and right now I'm reading a book that's called Five C's of Cinematography. Okay. And actually, it was one day when I was editing it and something happened and I stopped editing and I was like, oh my God, why? Like I was feeling bad about that. And then I suddenly realized, like, I mean, if I edited this part that day, probably I would not realize that I can use this 5C's like reference to it. So this 5C is actually composition, cutting, close-ups, what else? Camera angles, and what's here? Continuity, right? Continuity. So I changed close-ups to camera settings here because I mean, he asked about ISO, right? So it would be more sense. It would have more sense if it was camera settings, that if it comes first. So I think it's like nice continuity here because he asked about camera settings, and then this first gem, it has this camera settings stuff inside. Okay, so here again, there is this few seconds when it's just empty space here. And it could be like the transition like better handled here. Because, for example, when we see her, like this stuff is on her forehead right away, and it would be better if first it's like empty and then we see how it gets transferred, like this stuff just appears there or something like that. So actually I got a bit lazy because here I edited each frame in After Effects. I think it was here. So yeah, see all these frames I edited, and it was kind of long, long process. And then I thought, I mean, I just got lazy because if I make it like forehead empty first and then this stuff added, then I should have redone this. And I just said, well, okay, I realized my mistake, but I won't fix it this time. And then it kind of got to me that it would be nice to have this huge, if it makes like larger, it has effects that it got like inside the head. So I have not read it anywhere, so it's kind of what comes with practice again. So that's why practice is important, because you just get some stuff from out of nowhere and it's nice. Okay, so yeah, actually it's not like playback is, yeah, because see this red thing, it needs to be fixed, but anyway, we are not doing that. So I think this transition here is kind of fine. Okay, it might be faster or something, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would fix here right now. Maybe later I will figure out. And this is my actually favorite shot here because why? Because see this chair, so I attached my camera to this chair and I was just rolling it with my hand. So it has this nice dolly effect here and I love it. So let me show you that.